Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how YouTube can improve. Like, obviously, I know I've only got 34 subscribers, which thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed. But I think there's always ways to improve, and I've managed to come up with a couple of ways that YouTube can improve. But first off, let me say Merry Christmas to everybody. I know I'm a bit late there, but on Boxing Day I did my my Norwich video, which absolutely smashed it. 259 views, which for me, I'm used to about 20, 30, maybe about 50, 60. So for that to go and get 259 views was incredible. I gained 2 subscribers from it as well, so I think that's what it's telling me anyway. But I am maybe going to do a series of how to improve YouTube, but for now I'm just going to start with this one. So I'm going to start off with adverts. So adverts are a main source of any YouTuber's income. Like once you've reached the 1,000 subscribers anyway, it becomes a large, like you can end up just from adverts alone. Some YouTubers are earning like 50 grand a month, which is insane. Obviously I'm nowhere near that part yet. That's a long way off. But I thought I would try to come up with a way that YouTube can get better for its content creators, because without the content creators and without the content viewers, there is no YouTube, regardless of ads. So they can run as many ads as they want. Now the main issue with ads for me is content creators can't decide what gets shown on, or I don't think they can anyway, decide what actually gets shown on their videos. So obviously you had AdGate, which was not very fun for anyone. A lot of the creators that I was watching was getting as much as like 18-90% of their revenue cut, which when this is your job, like, it's a lot. That's a lot of money to lose. That's you going from comfortably living to being able to make ends meet, really. And I mean, YouTubers still have to pay their rent. They still have to buy food and everything. So that wasn't very good. But there is a way that I've thought of to prevent it, which hopefully this video gets shared enough. Then that would be. I don't think it'll happen, but if this video does get shared enough and the word does get out about it, then it can be sorted. It can be fun. It can be good for everybody, basically. So the way I've come up with is age rating channels. So not necessarily for like people to see, but for the content creators themselves to be able to have like a rating, and then have the advert makers, the people who would be showing the adverts, they can see like roughly what is involved in each channel, and they can contact the channel and they can see like whether that would be something that would be compatible. So when there was AdGate, there was everything pretty much had just stopped running ads. So you would have, like, say you go to a cinema, you go to watch an 18, you have 18 rated films displayed, you have 18 rated adverts. On a channel which is rated for adults, rather than taking away adverts altogether, find some companies that wouldn't mind advertising on 18 plus websites, on 18 plus channels, and just have them adverts. That's the easiest way around it. Then say you could do the same thing for like 15 plus, 12 plus, as it is in the cinema. Just do that. I think, yeah, then obviously you're not gonna, say for example a kid's toy or something. If there's an adult watching something that's say a 15, you're not gonna end up being advertised kids toys. kind of thing. I know obviously they have the way the algorithm for it works now is that it goes by the individual who's watching what, you know, they will get different advertisers, but some people might not necessarily want, like if you're a kid friendly channel, you wouldn't want somebody being advertised something, say a horror film being advertised, or a song with explicit language in when it's a Vivo advert. You just wouldn't. So for me, if you can find a way where the so basically you'd probably have to do it through a different website or something, but you would have different ratings, and you'd have like, so a channel, here we go, a channel could contact an advertising company, and they could have communication where they discuss whether they want to actually advertise on the channel or not. And then when they do, they can then have open dialogue and be like, okay, you posted this video, it doesn't really suit our agenda, can you remove it, or can you start leaning more towards this, and then we can advertise more on your channel, and stuff like that. And I think it helps to kind of know, because I know if I was doing it, and I'm sure a lot of YouTubers do, they want to know what's being advertised to people on their videos. I would want to, if I had monetization, I would be interested to know what kind of stuff is being advertised. And you could choose individual companies. I know obviously at the moment through AdSense you can pick like certain types that can and can't be advertised, but there was an example of a company the other month, well, a few months back. They were advertising, or not just advertising, but they were selling cheating. So they were selling essays to people, and they were getting YouTubers to advertise it. But say if they decided to create an advert for just an advert to go on YouTube videos, I know I wouldn't want that popping up to people who's watching my videos, and I'm sure a lot of other YouTubers wouldn't. Like there was a big uproar about it a couple of months back. YouTubers like I'm Alex did videos on it, but it's literally advertising cheating in school. They would sell essays. They wouldn't actually sell them as like so that you could use it as reference. They would sell it so that you could actually use the essay. They weren't very good essays either. That's the thing, but it doesn't make. Like, I wouldn't want that being advertised on my channel. I know a lot of YouTubers I watch probably wouldn't either. It's only the scumbag ones who don't really care. So you'd have age ratings, you would have have open dialogue between the creator and the advertiser. You would have, so basically it's a lot more transparent in who's going to be advertising, what they're going to be advertising, and the creator themselves gets to choose who's on their channel, and the advertisers get to choose what channels they advertise on, if that makes sense. I suppose that does make sense. So then you would have like a switch where you could pick all the companies that's come to you directly, and you would have like an on and off switch, so you could pick on for, obviously it wouldn't necessarily have to be like the same one every view, but it would be more so for different people you would have like say if you have 10 advertisers available, every other 10 it would come back down to the same one, that kind of thing. And obviously then you can decide roughly what the rate of pay is. So if each advertiser is willing to pay a different amount, obviously I'm sure everybody knows how this works by now, but if YouTubers literally just want more money, they could then literally just click on the top 5 pay, click on the top 5 pay, and and do that. But if not, then if they want to go for the 5 companies, for example, that they believe would be the best for their channel, then they can do that as well. I think that's about everything. As I said, thank you very much for everybody that viewed my match day vlog video. That was insane. I was watching the views go up and I was like, is it gonna stop? Is it gonna stop? It's finally stopped on, it says 257 here, but on Creator Studio it said 259. That's insane. That's like, I've only ever had one other video go above 100 views, and that was 116 views, my Never Have I Ever with Tom. That one has over doubled that, and it absolutely smashed it. So I know I am going to be doing a couple more matchday vlog videos. I got Portsmouth in the FA Cup, should be fun, and then we've got Ipswich as well. That's going to be a cracking game, that one. I think that's about it. If you want to see another one, I think the next one I had planned was copyright claims. That's going to be a fun one. If you want to see the copyright claim video, leave a like on this one. Make sure you subscribe on your way out, and until the next time, I will see you then.